The students enter a virtual world to try to find the truth of the outside world. But somehow, Miyu was killed. This trial blends a virtual world with the real world. Season 5, Road Rules. Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. You read it right there, Miyu was killed. I'm gonna bring the bastard who did this to justice. We lost the only horny rep of the game. I mean, come on, man. Dang. You would have hoped they would have made it pretty far. But alas, she did not. Anyway. Their truth bullets. We're going to go over them. I'm going to be honest, I have no freaking clue. Like, I don't have any real major, potential culprit. Nor do I even know how she was really killed. I have ideas, I know how some things fit together, but for the most part, I'm in the dark here. So anyway, the victim is Miyu Aruma. Estimated time of death, 6:30 a.m. Discovered in the computer room. No injuries can be found on the body, so she more likely died from shock. Miyu was found grasping her neck with both hands. She died with her eyes open and an expression of agony. Kibo was the first to discover her body. She still had the visor on at that time. For the visors to function, they need to be plugged in with two specific cords. Red is for consciousness, blue is for memory. It is unknown what will happen if the cords were switched, but some kind of glitch might occur. Events at the chapel. While looking for the secret of the outside world, Miyu volunteered to search outside the chapel and split up from Himiko and the others. Himiko, Maki, and Kibo were searching inside the chapel. They heard a loud sound as though something hit the chapel from the outside. When they went to investigate, they found Miyu's avatar on the ground. Himiko and the others ran back to the mansion to log out and check on Miyu, but with no bridge, they couldn't cross the river. It was there they met up with Shuichi. Kaito was the only one logged out from the virtual world. While he was looking for the secret of the outside world, he was logged out against his will. Not knowing if it was okay to log back in or not, he went to his room and slept. Killing Game Simulator. The Killing Game Simulator's text file contained the following information. Objects can't break. Avatars cannot be injured, however the body's senses are connected to the avatar, and any damage the avatar takes is felt by the user. If the avatar takes fatal damage, the person will die from shock. The virtual world is the same as the real world down to laws of physics. No special travel methods such as vehicles or warps. This is the log-in, log-out record. You see when everybody logged in, and Kaito was the first to log out against his will. By an hour. Didn't really pay attention to that. Thought it was a lot earlier than that, but oh yeah, he was logged out for about an hour. Well, almost 2 hours really. And Kokichi was the last to leave. When Tsumugi was searching the outside of the world, she was searching for the secret of the outside world in the virtual world's mansion. She saw Miyu through the window. A loud noise. When Shuichi and Tsumugi were in the mansion, they heard a loud sound as though something crashed into something else. Shortly after, while they were both in the entrance hall, they heard Kibo's voice, despite the fact that he should have been past the main loading point. A bottle of poison from the Ultimate Detective's lab. It was found on Kokichi's seat. The poison is neutralized if it is mixed with anything, but it is still dangerous, and even a small amount will kill someone. Causes subconjunctival hemorrhaging, meaning its victim's eyes are completely bloodshot. This is the map of the mansion. That's all there is to it. This is the map of the virtual world. And like that line in the middle is a loading point. When you're inside, sight and hearing are momentarily cut off. And you have to go through there to get to the chapel. Toilet paper was found on the ground outside the mansion. Okay. A signboard was used as a bridge. This was the only one. Miyu threw it into the river, but it was later found stuck on the rocks in the river by the mansion. A hammer was found on the ground by Miyu's avatar. Miyu claims she had rewritten the virtual world to delete all dangerous objects that be used as weapons. This cell phone was found on the ground by Miyu's avatar. Like the phone in the salon, it allows the user to log out by saying their name into it. However, it can also be used to log someone else out by saying their name. This was found by Miyu's avatar. It was not seen in the chapel before that point. Miyu's avatar was found frozen and collapsed in the snow between the chapel and the wall where the virtual world ends. When the user logs out, their avatar disappears. But if the user's real body dies, the avatar stays in the virtual world. Since avatars cannot be injured, it doesn't look any different from when Miyu was alive. And everything is assigned as human or object. Most avatars are set to human, but Miyu was set to object. While everyone was gathered at the chapel, Miyu told Kokichi to meet her on the rooftop of the mansion. When everyone was deciding how to split up to search for the secret of the outside world, Miyu volunteered to search the chapel. And yet Kibo overheard them. Kokichi in the salon, he agreed to meet up with Miyu on the rooftop, but when he went there, he said the rooftop was locked. There are no witnesses who can confirm or deny Kokichi. A wall was added by Miyu. Coordinates in the virtual world are represented on the X and Y axis. Miyu added a wall along the length of the Y axis. The wall had a special setting that allowed non-human objects to pass through it. Oh, okay, well that solves one mystery. Holy shit, just spell it out. Kokichi's avatar had a special setting. If Miyu touched him, he would be unable to move. And when everyone logged in for the first time, an avatar user error occurred. Alrighty then, so we got all that right there. Go ahead and check them down skills. Cause I know I got one that's gonna be like amazing. Oh damn, I got 57. Yeah, go ahead and put extraordinary focus over there. Or spend points on it. I wasn't even freaking paying attention. Oh well. Well, I only got one left, so guess I won't be buying anything else. Damn. Oh, that's on me. That is on me. Also, holy crap, you gotta really, like, think about what you want to purchase. Unless there's a way to, like, grind hope fragments. This is so fucking broken. I want it. Hopefully I remember to edit out that coughing fit. But, yeah. You saw how things have been going with the excavation things. Gonna need a little bit more help. Anyway, let's go. Start the trial.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation. Screw it. This is tiresome.
You need more motivation!
I do. I really, really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
What's wrong with Monokuma?
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
What?
Huh? You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct. It's fine.
Wait, what?
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth. Got it? We can't die here!
I know she must be so sad standing next to his stank ass.
Oh,
She deserves better.
Himiko has become so determined. It's true. People really do change.
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
That's none of your business!
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Kaito's the culprit!
Huh?
What? Say that to my face!
He just did.
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right? You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
Don't screw around. There's no way I'm the culprit.
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mew.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
The fact that Kaito was the only one logged out is suspicious. But he's not the culprit. He can't be. Yeah, they're making this one blatant. At least with the other ones, there was a sense of like, oh, maybe he could have, but nah, I don't know. This one, it's like, nah.
Kaito logged out first, by himself. Mew was still logged in, though. That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
Kaito culprit? Impossible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it. I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me. That diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
What do you mean, last words?
First, we need to decide if Miyu was killed in the real world or the virtual world. That's where the problem lies. Well, I was about to say, like, his account was that he didn't log out.
Kaito culprit?
Okay.
Impossible!
Of course it's impossible, because I didn't do it. I mean,
So I guess we have to use the label against Kokichi's
trying to pin the blame on me.
thing then, statement.
Kaito logged out first.
Even
by
though
himself.
this feels like a big leap in logic, but
That's when you poisoned her, right? No?
are you freaking serious? Oh my god. Why does that always happen? Why is my aim like so perfectly awful? Okay. And then poison her. Thank you. Okay. And we got the V counter. Hit that V trigger. Kenny Omega would be proud.
Mew wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it. Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Mew's body. That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then what was that poison for?
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Mew died by poison.
Then, what was her real cause of death?
Mew's real cause of death. The only one I can think of. Okay, wait.
This is it!
Because that goes over how they're connected, and if
Mew's cause of
Avatar,
death
well,
is
he'll
the
explain
killing
it.
game simulator itself. In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. That was made clear in the program's text file.
Miyu received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question. Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
Please don't.
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
If Mew was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
Oh, it seems like Gonte is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into 2 groups to find the secret of the outside world.
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
Got him? Question mark?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Miu.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation? That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
Kick him in the nuts, Himiko.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
I'm not sure about that one, Himiko.
Let's begin then.
The fatal damage that Miu received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down. Okay, I'm beginning to see how things are going to fall together, but how are they going to split this into 2 halves? This can be solved in one, like, half of the trial.
Whoever did that to Mew was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
We have to determine the specific cause of death. If I think about the condition of Miu's body, that should yield a clue.
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured.
She wasn't found in the river. There was nothing found around her neck. Or wait. No, there was nothing found around her neck, but her body. Oh, snap. Maybe she was strangled. Then there was that line Kokichi dropped.
Whatever did that to Mew
Yeah, because
was dropped right next to her avatar.
none of these.
It has to be the hammer!
Or going
Yeah,
to beat her
Smoogie
with
said
his bare
that plain
hands.
wrong.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation.
There we go.
I agree.
Didn't get the V consent, though. V consent.
Mew's body showed severe trauma and signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
But Kibo also said that when he left, he saw that her body was still contorting. But her avatar was already found in the snow, though. That's... And he left. He got there at 6:55. Her death was at 6:30. Huh. And here I was thinking like she got pushed off the roof. I mean, that might still come into play. Oh, so she was killed on the rooftop and then ended up down there?
Right. And the virtual world is connected to our 5 senses. If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Mew was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely. Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation. Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. But Mew was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
Oh, the assassin master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world? If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Good point. Oh my god. Her thing is the triple X.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool. There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
Shut the fuck up.
But was there even a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
Something for a rope, huh? I have an idea of what it might be. I found it during the investigation. Do tell. Alright, something used as a rope. Real? Oh, 'cause it can't break. Oh, shit.
This is it! During the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion.
Because objects in the virtual world can't break. I'm actually stunned. That's coming into play. I thought that was going to be... whatever. There's usually never a red herring clue in Danganronpa, which I think they could do to make things a little more difficult, but it is what it is. Is this toilet paper? What would toilet paper be doing here?
I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
Gonta, no can ignore that!
Really going to...
What you mean, Shuichi? Huh? What's wrong?
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all!
Alright. Gotta fight Gonta here. Let's see if I remember the controls without looking them up.
There's no time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy! Even Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart!
There's something off about Gonta's statement. I should be careful.
There's no time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! Would tear too easy! Even Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart!
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
You died such an awful death. So why you not take this seriously? You call yourself ultimate detective? Use your head! Figure out real murder weapon!
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
There's no time for nonsense! You know can use toilet paper
There is no weak points here.
in place of rope! Would tear too easy!
Oh, crap! No. Never mind.
Oh, cut through your words!
Never mind.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear.
I thought it was going to be similar to that situation in... I want to say Danganronpa 2? During the Nekomaru... I'm sorry. I'm better than this. I was raised better than that. Mechamaru trial, where the weak point you had to get was on the first set of arguments. And if you actually advanced, you wouldn't be able to refute, and you actually would have to, like, go back. I believe that did happen during Danganronpa 2. Like, well, I mean, it had to have, because this kind of minigame didn't. Yeah, no, this. No. Yeah, it was, and one. It was just different. Oh my god, I'm mixing up everything together. But yeah, long story short, I thought I had to refute something in his first set of arguments, but no, there was a weak point in the second set.
Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable.
Unbreakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand, but... Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
How? In what way, Himiko?
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
I agree. There are many ways. So, what, were you calling her shit? Or a bodily fluid that I would rather not get into right now? Well, can't even really call it a fluid. Substance? That kind of falls in line with her character? Okay, let's just end this train of thought.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
If the culprit meant to get rid of the evidence, they did a poor job of it. There was a much better place where they could have destroyed it.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Wait, we already know who brought that hammer. The person who brought the hammer was Miyu, right?
That's it!
Yeah. Because it said it was like hidden on her?
Mew was the one who brought the hammer.
Mew bring hammer?
Remember what she told us?
We wrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as weapons.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer.
Oh, okay, they're going with that logic. It's more sound than my logic.
Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
And it wasn't even logic, it was just me misremembering what was investigated.
On purpose?
But why she do that?
Miyu brought the hammer for sure, but what did she need it for? We need to make that clear.
Let's assume that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Uses for a hammer. Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
She probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone and tried to kill them with it.
You idiot! She was the victim!
What was Miyu planning to do with the hammer? That's still unclear. You did think back to what she was doing, what her plan was.
Let's assume that Mew brought the
Oh
hammer.
my gosh, she was going to try and kill...
What was she planning to do with it?
Like, that's...
Maybe use
We're
it to
going
break
back
down
to
a wall?
that. She was going to try and kill...
Uses
Oh, fucking
Gonta
shit.
no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
She probably just brought it for self-defense.
Or she secretly met up with someone.
I agree.
Well, I think I solved everything. Oh, fuck you,
Mew
game.
was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Oh, this is going to be fucking sad. Oh, this is... Oh, man. Then that would make sense. Oh. Damn. I think I figured it all out. I think I figured it all out. I'm recording this all in a day, so like possible spoilers and stuff won't matter, because by the time this part will go up, I'll be done with the trial. Hell, I'll probably be done with the aftermath. But oh man, I think it was I think it might lead up to Gonta, because Gonta was always with Kokichi as a bodyguard. Kokichi, like, he's up here going to Shuichi like, hey, you want to hang out with me now? I was like, oh, wait, what happened with you and Gonta? And then he says this strangulation thing. I think he set it up beforehand so that Gonta would have the messed up headset. That could be the glitch that happened when they go in. But because of that, Gonta has no memory of the virtual world, so that's why he... And so he saw Miyu getting ready to attack Kokichi. But then why would she do that? And like... So it was... That's the only thing I can think of. She was actually trying to sacrifice... Either sacrifice herself to kill Kokichi, or kill Kokichi and leave them all in the virtual world as sort of like a little paradise thing. Like either trap all of them with them in there and leave and maybe like go out. Like best case scenario, she's able to leave and then all of them are in their little utopia. Or just have Kokichi killed and then they all just stay in that utopia without ever going back. But then Gonta saw her getting ready to attack Kokichi. He killed her. But he didn't know about the whole death thing. Like if you attack, or no, Kokichi probably lied and said some shit like, oh yeah, this won't kill her, this won't hurt her, just do this, this, and this. It's part of the game or whatever. Like he But then Gonta accidentally kills Miyu. And then... Oh man, like that's what I'm thinking might have happened.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed to meet up with Miyu on the roof of the mansion.
What? Is that true? I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Miyu asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Wait, so Miyu called Kokichi out?
If Miyu brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Kokichi's already figured it out. She was planning to... kill Kokichi.
That's it! She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Miyu's plan, okay?
Miyu's plan, huh? I'm sure if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. Alright, let's do it. Alright. Let's go. Let's brainstorm. Playing Mario Kart here, just, I had to pick one item block. Okay. Oh no, I can get two at a time. Alright, fair enough. They're close together. Or I could just do that. Okay. Alright, yeah, one at a time. You know, that's fine. There we go. Must be careful. There we go. 2 more. Alright. I'm doing an amazing job here. Hopefully I won't run out of time. Who tried to kill Kokichi? Miyu, duh. Thinking time. Alright, so which prostitute we gonna pick up as we try to solve this? Alright, middle one. Still can't believe we're literally picking up escorts with this. Oh, those are not letters. Okay. Focusing. Alright. Amazing job here. Ayo. Skip. Baru. Bop. Yo. Is that a car coming up? Yep, there was a car, but the letters were nowhere near it. Oh, these were easy letters to get. Easier than the first set. Where was Miyu trying to kill Kokichi? On the rooftop. Thinking time. I mean, I don't even need to think for this. It was simple. Simple. Oh, okay. Well, the virtual world. Hey, I did good. Alright. More letters to get. Not the hardest in the world, but it's fun in its own right. Is that Tsumugi on the signboards? Bending over? Or no, that's just somebody bending over. Okay. I just saw long hair. I'm like, Tsumugi's the only one left with long hair that's not tied, so I just assumed. That's what happens when you assume you make an ass out of you and me. Damn it. Alright. What was I in the process of saying? I've already forgotten. Oh yeah, about this mini game. Yeah, it's neat. It looks cool, but I prefer the logic dives, if I'm going to be completely honest. Why was a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? To frame him. Hidden evidence? It was to divert attention. That can be the only one. Oh, so she did want to kill everybody then. Damn, here I thought she was gonna try on like...
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
She wanted to do the honorable thing. That's... damn, okay. Wow, I thought that, you know, maybe deep down she had a heart. I guess not.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
But I mean, lesser of two evils. I would rather her be alive than this asshole.
She did that too?
What? Miyu was the one who put that poison bottle there? No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that. When could Miyu have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Then who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito.
Kaito, your grave just got 10 feet deeper.
No, it wasn't me, guys.
The poison is planted evidence. The question is when it was planted. If we determine the when, we might also determine the who.
When could
And if I recall correctly, she was the last to log in. Yep, by 2 minutes after Kokichi. So, yep.
Log back in.
Where was the weak? Yeah, because Kaito brought it up.
Nope, I didn't.
If she hadn't logged in,
So,
then you...
there we go. Oh, and I got that V counter. Yeah. All right. Getting a little too hyped for
It was
that.
Miu who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Well, you say plenty of time. It was just 2 minutes.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right. It says that Miu was the last of us to log in.
Okay, I'm looking at the buttons in the upper right corner. Is the computer running Windows XP? I mean, it was a good operating system, but damn, it's been out of support for ages. Well, okay, they did say it was an old computer that hadn't been used for a minute. All right.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Miu's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Miu used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
How did Miu log Kaito out? With the cell phone, because we tested that to make sure.
This is it! It was the cell phone found by Miu's avatar. That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
Kaito Momoda. He logged out, just as I thought. It was like that meme where the dude just like throws up the peace sign and fades
With
away.
that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Miu never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion. Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
What's up with Monokuma? I don't like sad Kuma.
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
I know, I miss him.
Yeah, if Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
Because she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
And the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
You guys are only bitching because you haven't seen or been to the virtual world yet. Once you go, you'll understand. Seriously, it's so fucking awesome. I know you guys will love it. And then you're gonna fall in love with me for showing it to you guys. So let's just dive right in, okay? We'll do it together.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
No, not all of you, just Kokichi. Get it right.
I'm sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend. See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like Monokuma.
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward! Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive! Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame!
Hey, leave Milli Vanilli out of it. Oh wait, no, I think they actually have multiple hits. And then the controversy happened. Leave Humpty out of this. Seriously, I have no clue what other song he's ever done aside from Humpty Hump. I legitimately have no clue.
My head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die, you know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Mew, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
Here's my answer. I never met up with Mew.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
Good point, actually.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
I remember. You and Gonto went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locks the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
What's going on here?
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Miu's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Miu who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Miu sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Whoops, my hand slipped.
If that's the case, then Miu might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
It's true. First, we need to determine if Miu was actually there or not. Did she go? Or was she never on the roof at all?
Miu was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Miu should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
At first glance, it seems as if it's impossible for Miu to go to the mansion. But there has to be some evidence that shows it was possible.
Miu was waiting for me to
Yep,
arrive.
and we have Sumugi's account.
At the chapel. That's wrong!
Miu must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I saw Miu pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry, I thought I was just mistaken at first. Since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Miu.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
It must have been some special method only Miu knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene, just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-okay.
What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
I don't have time to deal with Kokichi. Right now I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that Mew used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, just have to figure out what it was. I mean...
The way across it only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use to get across. I suppose it is possible she used that.
Sorry for interrupting, I just want to check one thing. Okay.
To change places.
Man, you guys are way off. Or maybe I'm just pulling your legs.
A secret method only Mew knows. She tampered with the program. It's hard to imagine that has nothing to do with it. I'm sure she changed something.
The way across it.
Yep, so then it's the wall. It's the wall, brother! Hey, wall!
Maybe she
That
teleported with magic.
is a reference
Or she used a
that
warp
if you
zone.
get, you are
Maybe there's
freaking
a place you
awesome.
could cross without a bridge.
Okay, just...
Who could use to get across?
I agree.
Alright. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So that means I'm gonna completely break down in the second half.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel.
Oh. Because I was thinking about them as 2 separate walls. Like, but which wall was the one she added to serve as the warp point? No, it's just that they're actually like... it's the same wall. It's the same wall.
We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass through.
Don't be naive, Shuichi.
Why are you arguing?
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, you set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? You losing your edge? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Not Shuichi. Kaito, shut the fuck up while Tycoons is talking. Okay. Alright, I gotta put him in his place.
What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the mansion, right? So why waste time talking about the impossible? It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up.
Oh, wait, I thought you said it was me who put that wall there. Shit. Did you mind about stuff like that? Oh, I pressed the wrong button anyway. Fuck, I pressed triangle. No, my perfect record! Yeah.
But you just said so, didn't you?
Oh, stop pressing
Wall
triangle!
Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object.
Oh,
after
fuck.
all. You get it? So let's go through this one more time.
There's no doubt that Mew was able to pass through that wall. I need to give some kind of proof for that. Yeah, because... let me make sure. Yep, she was set to object.
So, didn't you?
She was the object of my desire. What?
Only lets
Okay,
non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just
Oh my god, again! That is a devious placement!
One more time.
That is a devious-ass placement.
That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object.
There we go. God.
Kyle, cut through your words.
Had the right logic, I just pressed the wrong button like an idiot on the first one, and yeah.
The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? Because Mew said...
No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world. Literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
Shut the fuck up. Also, you?
She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Pot calling kettle black.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Monotaro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
I mean, they would have been able to figure that out without him opening his mouth. I mean, it's fairly obvious.
Oh, shoot!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Miyu to get the Cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
You wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The events that led us there. The loud noise.
This is it! You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Bang. What was that sound? It sounded as if something was struck very hard. Came from outside, but...
You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something, pretending not to know.
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, Gonta not mean it like that.
Don't back down like that, Gonta. He's a bitch.
No need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Another mysterious phenomenon. Something that shouldn't be possible, like Miu in the mansion or that loud noise. Need to remember everything else that happened in there. Okay, do tell. So let's go ahead. There's a big chunk of stuff. Okay, the way this changes the UI is pretty rough, not gonna lie. Oh, because it's implied that there's something hidden there. Okay, fair enough. What am I looking at? Ah, wow, I screwed that up. The sign. Yeah, whatever. I got triple X. I have the triple X-ray vision. Man, come on. All right, fine. Really, though? Wait, I can probably do better with this. Hell yeah. The phallic clock is also there.
sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
I guess the benefit of the triple X-ray vision is that it shows you the general vicinity of where the object is, so you can just sort of like pin or zero in on it quicker as opposed to like going all around. It's not as broken as I thought, I guess. Whoops, my hand slipped.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. To remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go. We don't need to do a psych taxi for this. This is fairly obvious, but... Alright, whatever. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Are they moving now? Shoot. Like, are they actually going back and forth now? Are they trying to make things a little tougher? But yeah, the logic dives were really cool. I kind of missed those. So they kind of did all they could. At which point was the signboard swept away? Thinking time. Whoa, 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 whoa. It was the river. Alright. Where are my vaporwave letters at? Oh yeah, they're definitely moving. Looks like I'm playing a racing level on Crash Bandicoot. Warped. I haven't played that in a hot minute. Outside of the Insane Trilogy. I need to get back to it at some point. Because Crash 3 and Ratchet & Clank 3 were like two games that I would always just play through again, like just almost every year. They're timeless games. Spiral 1 is another one. Where is the end of the river? There is no end. Alright, well, let's see where they're going to go with this. Transition point. Mansion side, chapel side. Transition point. Mansion side. Also, that's what happens when you get the wrong escort. You fucking murder them. Okay, chapel side. I was also trying to pull up the map to look. It was on Mansion side. Oh no, because they had to pass through the... No, the low point is after the... Where the bridge was... Whatever, I'm confused. Okay, alright, yep, cool. Oh, yep, miss everything, okay. Ooh, a lot of traffic now. Looks like we're on the lodge during... Ah, crap. Rush hour. You alright? Yeah. Here we go. Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? It was found on the rocks, but the rocks were mansion side. Is that what they're going to ask me? Or are those going to be the hints? Or the escorts? mansion side. Alright, we got one more escort to pick up. It's about to be the most epic fivesome known to man. Okay, there's really not much I can do wrong on this road. Alright, it's opened up now. Okay, this is cool and all, but it's making it hard to hit him. No, that's kind of the point. Also, I have not been on the lookout for hidden Monokumas. Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? Chapel side, right? With the current. What? No, it could. Oh, is that why they have the clause there compared to the river's current? So I'm getting a little too ahead of myself? I don't know. Alright, not my best psych taxi. Not my best at all.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current.
Oh, yeah, so the clause was the important part there.
We all saw Mew drop the sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct?
Oh, they were asking, like, in relation to the map where the river's end would be, and it would be chapel side. Okay. Alright, I was being a dumb on that one.
It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there. But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what. All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know, but Shuichi should know, right?
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
So, how are they connected? Do you know, Shuichi?
Oh, fuck, it wasn't Gonta, was it?
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
What clues related to the unnatural way the signboard was carried on the river? I don't know. This? Something else related to how the signboard was washed away. Oh, okay. So we are going to reuse the wall. Alright. Should have known. It's the wall, brother. It's always the wall. Hey, wall! Where you at?
This is it! It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through. The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through...
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through. That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
That's right. That's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall, but end up on the mansion side? What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Kokichi might be onto something there. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river, the signboard passed through the wall downstream and ended up upstream. No. This is the only one.
That's it!
Because there was no warp point. Like I said, it's just wraparound.
Both ends of the river were connected.
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Well, wait. In that case...
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
What are you talking about now?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and the mansion walls are the same wall, brother.
That's it! The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis. That single wall divides the entire virtual world. The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect. See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us...
It's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
The secret, huh? Yes. Suppose we should clear that up. We need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. Hangman's Gambit, what is the unique feature of the virtual world? Huh? Wrap around? Okay. So we are using that as a... Okay, is this first word going to be world? I have no clue what this second word is going to be. I'm drawing a complete blank, and I do not have the help to play around here. World solid, world looped, L-O-O-P-E-D. It could be looped. Want to make sure these are O's. Focus is all the way down too. Okay. Oh, world loops. Okay. World loops.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a
The
loop.
dollar store brand of Fruit Loops.
Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example, when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
See, I already brought this up.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
The virtual world loops?
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream.
I'm glad that my enjoyment of a really cool feature in many a ROM hack was a solution to this.
And floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
No, it's not that extraordinary. I mean, it's not really all that common, but it is not that extraordinary. Hell, even Battletoads has a sort of looping level.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it? Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the nap loading point.
Actually, if we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts.
This isn't even necessary.
Walls next to the mansion and chapel?
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop...
I feel like they're gonna do some bullshit, because, I mean, yeah, this isn't lighting up, so... The loop starts here.
There!
The load point.
The map loading point was where the virtual world looped.
I don't think this is important, as long as you know that it loops, and it's a sort of tighter loop, that you know, like, the chapel is directly behind the mansion.
We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map. But the loading point was actually at the edges.
I guess they just didn't feel like doing 3D modeling to form a cylinder out of this.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather... Her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Impressive, Shuichi!
The fuck is your problem?
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
For you to get this far? What are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center. Which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that. There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
You're welcome.
This is weird.
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet. Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. There's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Miyu. It doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve. If we can't find the culprit, it would all be for nothing. But I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Miyu's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Miyu? Dang. Well, we're gonna be finding out next time. Save the game, yes, over a slot that won't hurt me when... Well, I mean, I'm going to be doing this in one setting because, you know, lol, Spike Chunsoft. So yeah, I have my suspicions. I'm no longer suspecting Gonta. But then again, because now I'm beginning to think it was Kaito, but there's some unanswered questions there and things that don't make sense. Like how he was able to get out without having any real knowledge. I don't know. Well, hopefully we'll get to the bottom of that next time. And let's play Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. See you all then. Goodbye.
Danganronpa.